time to welcome in Lobo head coach Craig Neal for the Delta Dental coaches' comments. And Coach Neal, congratulations, you got the 50th anniversary game victory over Abilene Christian, and really nice night with the halftime ceremony with 37 alumni. And, the celebration came off beautiful.
Yeah, we tried to make it as close to the score as we could, just to make sure that we were close. But I just want to know if Hunter wore his T-shirt out there at halftime. Did you go out there with the guys?
Yeah, I went out there. I didn't have my T-shirt though, Coach. I had the polo. I had my radio uniform.
I know. I gotta get you guys some more gear, but you know, it didn't hit me till probably when Robert and I were doing the radio that, you know, I talked to the guys at pregame about what this place is about. I wanted them to appreciate, you know, and I might have made them a little tense. I made them a little tense about all the players that have played before them, the history of this place, the great games that's taken place, what you represent. The biggest pressure I have is me being the coaches. I want to do well, and I want the program to do well to represent the former players, the former coaches. You know, I'm kind of the key holder right now, and sometimes I put a little bit more pressure on myself just because of that fact. The guys that played for when Steve was here, when we won our championships, the guys that played for me my first year, the guys that played way before we were even here. I don't think we appreciate or are thankful this building we have, and I try to do it as much as I can. I think about it every day when I drive in and I look at it, but sometimes you don't get it till you have a celebration like this tonight in history. You know, I told those guys, I said, you're not going to understand it tonight. You're going to understand it when you're my age, that you played in a history game in this building. You played in the 50th anniversary of this building, and you're always going to be in the record books. And they're not going to understand that, because this is, you know, we can talk about everything that we have in this state. We got great leadership in this state. We got great people. We got great university. But, you know, you go east of the Mississippi, the only thing they know about New Mexico is our chili and the pit, but more so the pit. And it's an iconic building, and I just want our guys to be thankful for it. Now, and I appreciate all the fans that came out tonight. You know, it was a great crowd. You know, I'm sorry we didn't get it going like we did, but, you know, with Sam being hurt, Tim being hurt, you know, I'm a little bit nervous about those guys being hurt. And, you know, we played the first time without a guy's a 20-point score and a guy's a 10-point score. So, you know, we were asking a lot of things of guys, and I thought Elijah played a little bit within himself, a little bit more, moved the ball a little bit better. I thought we played better in the first half. Second half, we got a little bit stagnant. I thought our defense was not very good. Even though we held them to 55, we got a lot of work there. But, you know, Hunter played it, and Hunter was a great defensive player. He's a great player, but a lot of it's got to come from within inside. And what people they got to understand is, and this isn't, I know I'm going to get, somebody's going to jump on me because I'm throwing guys under the bus. The scheme and what we do defensively has not changed in 10 years. The players have changed. So the mentality and attitude of players, that this group's got to get it. And the groups that we've had in the past have got it. So I'm not being critical of one player, any players, but this group has got to figure it out together. And if they do that together, they have the athletic ability and the talent level to do great things defensively. Sorry to be so long-winded, but
no, there's a lot there. Thank you, first of all, for the message that you had Chelsea relay to us about the game time decision on Saturday.
Well, I try to take care of you guys. I just don't, you know, I made a decision, and let's be real honest, I was going to change the starting lineup. And when I got back, I had some guys that I was going to put in the lineup that hadn't taken care of their stuff academically. And Hunter knows this, you know this, we took over a mess here academically. And we've got it to where we you know, it's the biggest impact we make on student athletes, that if they're not going to do what they're going to do academically, then it's like Hunter says, then the bench is the best answer, and not practicing is the best answer. So I really did make those changes. I did one tonight. I put Dane in the lineup, but you know, we've got to continue to get better, and you know, they know that I'm not joking, because I made some pretty quick substitutions tonight. I made some pretty quick substitutions on shots that we're not going to take, and plays we're not going to make, and how hard. I just told guys, if you make a mistake, I put on the board effort, enthusiasm, energy, and that's all I was looking for, because that's our key to our team. And if they'll play at those three levels, we got a chance. But until they play at that level, you know, we're going to be stagnant sometimes. We're going to go in spurts. We're not going to play well sometimes, but they've got to figure it out for 40 minutes.
Coach, you said those 3 things in the pregame, but there was one more thing you added. It was unselfishness. Yeah. What'd you think of the team?
I thought it was better. I thought it was a lot better than the Dayton game. I thought the Dayton game we played about 4 minutes and 49 seconds of unselfish basketball. And that's why we were able to take the lead and come back. And, you know, there comes a time where sooner or later it's like, you know, I heard a military story today, and they always ask these military guys, why do you do it? And, you know, they just say, I do it for my platoon. I do it for the people with me. It's not about me. It's about we. And until this group figures out it's about we and not me, you know, there's always a thing. We've had some great lessons, but, you know, guys that look at your navel and only worry about themselves don't make good teammates.
And you know, we both played this game, and how do you get your team to buy into that? Because, you know, you're playing for themselves, not for each other.
Well, I think it starts when you don't run offense, Hunter. You don't run offense and somebody takes a quick shot, and then everybody's like, oh, okay, well, then I better get my shot up, or I got to do what I got to do. And that's contagious. Selfishness is contagious.
How do you change that as the head coach? Because I know there's tactics in the military.
Take them out. Take them out. Or if they miss class, they're not going to practice. You know, there's going to be, and I thought I did that tonight. But if you notice, there were some guys that we all have viewed that had done that, but they didn't do it too much tonight. And they got the message. So it's got to be a continued message. But, you know, that's the only way I'm going to be able to break them.
You talked about Sam and something happened, and the game time decision didn't start him or play him today. What about Tim? Somehow
I'm concerned.
Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, I really don't know, Robert. I'm really concerned. He barely could make it down the ramp. He got hit on the first play pretty hard, and then he got up out of a huddle real dizzy, and I thought he was going to pass out. And then I just told him before the half, I said, I can't play you because I don't feel good. The last thing I want to do is play a kid that that's my biggest fear. And I just told him, I said, you can't go. You know, you don't have to play, I understand, because he's always been there. And when you got a kid like that that's always been there and something's not right, you know it's not serious, but you know he's not right. So I let him play the first, you know, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and he just didn't look right. And that's why I got him out. I didn't put him back in. Then the doctors took him up to the locker room.
Well, there were some positive points. I mean, I looked at 34 points in the paint.
Yep.
I mean, struggling from the 3, but able to get the ball inside and score some buckets. There were some great high-lows.
Very good high-lows. The only thing that we got to work on, and we've been doing it in practice, is when we have that high-low, instead of forcing it, the dude in the corner is always open. The guy in the corner, because that guy's staying the help, if we can finish, you know, it's like a quarterback when he checks off. All right, I went down for the post route. I don't have that. I got to go the other one. You know, I got to hit the out guy, and we got to figure out that this one's not open. The out guy's the guy at the corner is going to be open.
And it's so difficult. So people don't realize the point guards are used to making those decisions, those kind of passes. You put a big at the top of the key. Now he's got to make the decision. Do I go to the corner or do I go to my guy down low?
And I will say this, Hunter, we've had a great lineage of guys that can do that.
And Alex Kurt and Cam, they had a great duo there.
Drew Gordon and A.J. Hardiman. People didn't understand how valuable A.J. Hardiman was. And I think O's getting it. I think Connor's getting it. I think Joe's getting it. But how about Firstinger today?
Oh, man.
Again, I mean, he just comes in and he does exactly what I want him to do. Energy. You know, he played with enthusiasm. He played with effort. And look what happens. And I just told guys, I said, guys, he's the poster child for how we should play. He is, because good things happen to guys that play that hard. And he's been, you know, I'm proud of him just because, you know, I'm not proud of him because he had the guts to come in my office and talk about what he had to do, and I told him and he did it. And I hope he just rubs off on some guys. But if he doesn't rub off on some guys are going to get past.
He replaced McDougal in the first half and gave you those great energy minutes, and then Connor came back in the second half and played much better.
Yeah, Connor came in and played much better, but Connor felt it. Connor knew that he's got to play. Connor's a great kid. he's just got to release the monster or release the beast. He's just so tied up trying to do everything right instead of just playing. Play, and if you screw up, play. Keep playing. You know, you're going to make mistakes. Don't get so locked up that you're trying to worry about what place to be. Just go play. In the second half, he just went play, and he got the ball in the post, was able to score, did some nice things. I just want him to rebound more. I want him to be hungry and go get every defensive rebound. I think he's got to get himself into doing that, and if he'll do that, he'll be a force that we need. He'll be a force that we need.
Coach, before we wrap it up, real quick, did you think the team got better?
I thought there were signs that we got better. I thought we did some things that we got better. I mean, we held them to 55 points. They played Oklahoma tough. They got a nice team. Joe does a good job. So, you know, it's quick turnaround. You know, what people don't understand, and this is an excuse, but this is the way the world is now. When we played Sunday and done at 1, we can't get back to 4. Not any team in the league, not any team in that tournament did that, but us. So, I mean, there's some things that we got to continue to talk to our guys about, that they got to take care of themselves. But, I mean, they looked a little weary. I thought our guys looked a little weary. So, you know, I got to watch that.
Now you got a day of rest and then a long trip.
Yeah. And a tough opponent.
Think we potentially could see Sam and Tim this weekend? Hopefully.
I think very doubtful.
Oh, okay.
I think very doubtful either one plays.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just trying to be as real as I can. You know, I hope they do, but right now I'm not very optimistic they both play.
Okay. Missouri Valley Challenge, Illinois State?
Missouri Valley Challenge. Yep. It's a very good team. Well coached. Be a tough place to play. Great place to play. Doug Collins Court. One of my first 3 scholarship offers. So, you know, it's a cool place. But it'll be going in there. It'll be a big game. It'll be good for us. Maybe we can get. It'll be a good test.
All right, Coach Neal. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
Lobo Head Coach Craig Neal, your Delta Dental Coach's comments brought to you by Delta Dental of New Mexico. Over 400,000 New Mexicans covered by Delta Dental plans. For more information, log on to deltadentalnm.com. So New Mexico has the victory, 64-55 over Abilene Christian, and that's a little scary, Hunter. Now you're going to be without 2 starters.
Their leading scorer, Tim Williams, because right now Lobos are struggling from the 3. You need the points in the paint, and Tim's there. I mean, that's huge, going on the road not having him available.
And the guy that you thought might be your 3rd option, your number 1 guy after Tim and Elijah, after Williams and Brown, Sam Logwood. Looks like he'll miss at least 2 games in a row. He did not play tonight, and looks like he won't play on Saturday.
Yeah. That's scary.
It is. All right, so some of the newcomers.
Next man up, right?
You're going to be asked to do a lot more.
Yeah.
Leading scorer for New Mexico tonight, played a terrific game. Let's say an all-court game, a good floor game for Elijah Brown with 13 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 of 12 floor, 2 of 4 distance. Elijah Brown led him. It was Obacha Jet with 12 points, 4 of 6 field, 4 of 5 line, and 5 rebounds. 10 for Xavier Adams, our Subway sub of the game, 3 of 4 field, 4 of 6 line, 5 rebounds for Xavier Adams. To round it out, Connor McDougal, 8 points, 3 of 5 field, 8 points for Tim Williams, 3 of 4 floor, 2 of 3 from the line. As well, 4 points for Joe Furstinger and Dane Kuiper. Furstinger also had 4 assists and 4 rebounds. How about the game for Furstinger tonight? Let's see, 3 points for Damian Jefferson, 2 points for Jalen Harris. Okay, that's going to do it for us. The post-game overtime call-in show coming up on our flagship station here on 770 KKOB with Scott Stigler's next. Hunter, looking forward to heading to Midway. Heading to Midway and then heading over. That's right. To Normal, Illinois.
To the Windy City. And then we got about a 2-hour drive to Normal, Illinois.
Yep, and as part of the Missouri Valley Mountain West Challenge, and the Lobos travel this year for that. They take on Illinois State on the road coming up on Saturday. That is a 6 o'clock tip for you, Mountain Time, airtime 5:30 with the Bank of the West pregame show. So look forward to seeing you as we head to Illinois.
See you in the Midwest, partner.
And congratulations on your ceremony tonight, being a part of the history of this great building, 50 years now of Lobo basketball.
Such an honor. Such an honor to have the privilege to play here and really show the fans a great show. Kelvin Scarborough wasn't here, but he and I were in the trenches and had some great memories battling in the pit, on the road, representing the state of New Mexico and, of course, the University of New Mexico.
Thanks to Malik and Michael and you, Hunter. I'm Robert Portnoy. Appreciate everybody tuning in for the Pitt 50th anniversary celebration game tonight and a Lobo victory over Abilene Christian 64-55. Stay tuned.